You're looking at a metal detector, not one that gets gold and silver out of the hills, but rather it keeps you safe in your yard and keeps money in your pocket. For example, it is just a magnet on wheels, and you can easily run it along your driveway looking for nails. Show it there, right? It'll find them when you can't. Or in the curb, gutter or curb, things like that along the road. You'll be surprised after a rain. Every once in a while you'll see things like that. And it's worth more than that though, because even though you would prevent yourself from getting a flat tire, which one flat tire saving would more than pay for the machine here, this nice little metal detector. But it would also be able to be run on the lawns. I'm amazed how often I'll find a fish hook or tacks, things like that, and nails. And I shake my head saying, I don't use that stuff, or I don't have that kind of stuff. Where did it come from? But when you have these 70-mile-an-hour winds, and they usually come through twice a year or so, boxes, all sorts of stuff goes flying by, can very easily bring things into your yard that you don't even realize are there, and hidden quite easily within the grass or the weeds, so that you could possibly step on them, and then you're looking at tetanus shots and all sorts of medical problems that could crop up from that. Plus, if you're out there mowing and you hit a nail, I had a friend do it, and a nail went into his foot, and he had all sorts of problems, ended up in the hospital for a while, and they even thought he might even lose his foot for a while because of the infection that they weren't able to get under control. And so it's best, if at all possible, to get that nail out of there to begin with. And this little tool does it real good, and here's some ways of how I utilize it. This is McCook's Mr. Bilson. Honored to have you here. Just want to give you a heads up on a tool that was given to me by a very good friend. It is a magnet on wheels, and you roll it on the ground or in your driveway, maybe along your road, and pick up nails and all sorts of stuff. I waited for a nice little, we had a mist today. It'd be a sin if we'd get a rain. But we had a mist today so that you can see your tracks real easy. So I ran them around the house and everything. We just done some shingling on this basement house. And so I wanted to make sure there wasn't anything in the lawn. And so I went around even in the driveway and different things like that. And I was amazed, this little 2-footer, I almost wish I had a 4-footer. But be it as it may, it still tracks out, and it picked up a whole bunch of stuff. Well, this thing was worth its weight in gold today, I kid you not. I ran over the lawn, the driveways. I found nails from, of course, we just put a roof on, so a good share of them are those nails. But there's wires. I even found in the yard, I found a fish hook, and I don't fish. I don't know where and how it came to be there, but it was. You sure wouldn't want to step on it if you was barefoot. Be that as it may, all sorts of little nails and things like that that just simply almost vanish and hard to see on your driveway and whatever, but it would still put a nail in your tire and cost you some money and perhaps endanger your family. So I think it's well worth to have something like this. Again, I wish I had a 4-footer over a 2-footer, but I'll take what I can get with that in mind. It's a blessing. I think maybe you ought to consider owning one yourself.